Welcome back to the Classic Launch Show. I'm Kerry Carlson. I'm here with our guest, Travis Fintel with the Springfield Sertoma Club. We're going to take this little time here to talk about what the Springfield Sertoma Club does for the community, for kids around Springfield. So, Travis, thank you for showing up.
Oh, great to be here. Always excited to talk about Sertoma and what we can do for it.
Awesome. So, I know what Sertoma is because I am a member of the Springfield Sertoma Club. But for our audience here, will you please tell us what is the Springfield Sertoma?
Well, Sertoma is an acronym for Service to Mankind. We basically, the local Sertoma clubs, the Springfield Club, we focus on helping children's charities. We like to put on events. We do a variety of events from Wingapalooza, Sertoma Chili Cook-Off, and we have several new events coming up this year. But there's lots of things that we do to try to raise money to help charities. I think in the past few years we've helped over 30 different charities just from our events and the money that we raise at those events.
Awesome. So you guys raise money for the children's charities. What's the biggest children's charity that you guys give to?
So we work with, I'd say the majority of our funds are, at least for the Chili Cook-Off, goes to the Boys and Girls Club of Springfield. But there's a lot of other smaller charities, Hope Foundation, CAC. There's probably, like I said, almost 30 different charities that we've supported over the years. But I would say a majority of our funds probably go towards the Boys and Girls Club of Springfield. They have like 5 locations in town. There's a lot of need in our community for support for the children in this area. So, and there's a lot of great charities out there, and we're just trying to help out a little bit and help them fund the activities and things that they do.
Great. I obviously know what the Chili Cook-Off is. We have a booth every year at the Chili Cook-Off. I think we've done it for 8 years in a row. This year, 2021, was the first year they were unable to do a chili cook-off because of COVID. But for the people that don't know what the chili cook-off is, can you kind of give them a little synopsis of what it is?
Yeah, this would have been our 40th year for the chili cook-off. So this has been an event that's been growing every year. We started back in 1982. And it started as basically a small group chili cook-off in just a parking lot, some different things, and it's grown over the years. It's taken 40 years to get this to this point, but we're at a position now where we have the Expo Center. We have 3 levels in the Expo Center. We have 11 bands throughout the day. We have over 80 teams that will compete. 126 booth spaces. There's corporations that participate. There's bands that participate. There's a lot of great live music. I mean, it's an event. It's a day, and it's really a lot of fun. But it's grown year after year. It's almost sometimes the nickname is like the Springfield Class Reunion. You get to come and see all the people that you haven't seen in a while. But it's really an exciting event. It's just incredible music, incredible food. Everybody walks out of there full, and they have a great time, and it's just really fun to see the faces and how people love the event.
Right. And like one of the reasons we love doing it, and I got a couple of our trophies here because we've won first place for raising the most money for our category several years. These are just 2 of them. We have more. And we have even bigger ones for other things. But it's just so much fun to go and decorate the booths and see what people come up with and the craziness that they do with their booths and how they just try to get attention and raise money to help kids. So that's Chili Cook-Off. You guys also do Wingapalooza. So it's a very similar event, but kind of tell us what's Winga about.
Yeah. Well, so like I said, we do multiple events. The Chili Cook-Off works. There's actually several clubs in town that help put that on. Springfield Sertoma puts on Wingapalooza. And that's kind of grown over the same model of Chili Cook-Off. Wingapalooza's been around for about 20 years now. This would have been our 20th year this past November, but unfortunately that was put off as well. But Winga is a wing competition, local restaurants, and we opened it up to corporate teams, kind of like Chili does. So it's not just restaurants competing anymore. So if people have their own recipes, they can actually have a booth and with their own sauces and actually can compete. So Winga has really grown the last 7 or 8 years. The amount of money that we're raised at these events is well over between $50,000 and $100,000 each year that goes to the local charities. And it's just, Winga has also got some of the best bands. The bands they compete to try to play our events, and they all provide their time for free. And then the teams and the restaurants that participate, it's just really an exciting event.
Right. And you do bring in a bunch of money. You kind of touched on a little bit of the money thing there, but you know, you don't have to tell it the biggest total or whatever, but you know, tell us again, like how much money does Chili bring in, and how much money does Winga bring in on average, and all of that goes to children's charities here in Springfield. So what does Chili bring in and Winga bring in usually?
So, with Chili, like I said, has been around for almost 40 years. So Chili is one of the largest events in Springfield. Overall, we have raised about $2.8 million in the last 39 years. We were hoping this would have been our 40th year. We were hoping to break that $3 million mark, but that's over a long period of time. Each year, we raise about $100,000 to $125,000, $30,000. So that's Chili Cook-Off. That's the profit side of it. We get sponsorships from our events, and we're able to take a lot of sponsors and take their money, and if they contribute $1, we're able to turn that into $4 that we can give to our charities and things like that. So Chili Cook-Off, that's one example. Wingapalooza has also grown. The last couple of years, it's been around the $75,000 to $100,000 range in profit that we raise for the children's charities, and that enables us to give to a wide range of charities. So it's really great. We have some new events coming up this year as well, so it's lots of great stuff.
Awesome. We mentioned COVID a couple of different times, and how you had to cancel a couple of events. I mean, what does that do to the charities that you're doing all this work for? How has that affected everything?
Yeah, so it's really put a hold on what we can give as an organization. You know, we use those funds directly to give to the charities. So without these events, we haven't been able to have our grant program this year. So directly affecting, you know, $30,000 of gifting that we give to those other charities. So that basically has disappeared. Chili Cook-Off, also another example. A lot of money for the Boys and Girls Club. It's really affects them dramatically, and we are coming up with some new ideas. One of the new things, the committee's come together with a new event that it's kind of a golf tournament with the new big shots. It's going to be opening in June, so that's a new event that we're hoping is going to replace some of that funds that we give directly to the Boys and Girls Club. So that'll support them directly.
Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to that event. That should be a lot of fun at the new Big Shots.
Yeah.
It should be tons of fun. It's a neat place. If you've never been to one of those, it's awesome. Finally, what can people do to help? I mean, we've talked about the COVID hurting things, not having the Chili Cook-Off. Is there something people can do right now to help Springfield Sertoma raise money for children's charities?
Yeah, we are always looking for sponsorships for events. We have the Big Shots coming up. We are also looking to do a skeet shooting tournament. We have a Boys and Girls Club golf tournament that we support. But supporting the Boys and Girls Club directly, if you go to Boys and Girls Club of Springfield, you can donate to them directly. That's really important. They're really needing some extra help. They've done a lot of things throughout COVID, feeding the students while at home, a lot of delivering food and things like that. There's so much help that's still needed in our community. But you can go to boysandgirlsclub.com. You can go to Springfield Sertoma and check out the events and sponsor our events. We're definitely going to need sponsors for the new golf tournament. So there's other ways you can help. You can volunteer at our events when we have them. You can actually become a member.
Yeah. One really great way that everybody can help, because you all do this. I know you all do. Everybody shops on Amazon, but when you shop on Amazon, you can actually help the Springfield Sertoma Club. Tell them how they can do that.
Yeah. So Amazon has what's called a Smile. It's instead of just going to plain Amazon.com, you go to smile.amazon.com. All the prices, everything is the same, but you pick a charity that you want to support. And typically 1% of all your purchases from Smile will go towards that charity. So whenever I buy for my business or any of the things that I do, I go to the Smile version of the Amazon, and you select Springfield Sertoma as the charity that you want to give to. And then we actually get a contribution. And right now our contributions have been in upgrades of $50 to $75 a month just from a few members buying. And if more people can support that, it just increases that, and that's more money that we can use for our grant programs.
Right. So instead of going to Amazon.com, go to smile.amazon.com and pick Springfield Sertoma as your charity. Yeah. And then that way, all the prices are the same, like you said, and money actually goes, and you can just actually help the children in Springfield sitting on your couch.
Yeah,
in your underwear if you want. So.
It is great because once you set it up the first time, Amazon has features just now that it will remember that you are a Smile customer. So when you go to the regular Amazon site, it will direct you to the Smile site.
All right, so that's like the easiest way to help out with Springfield Sertoma. He gave you a whole bunch of the other ways to help out with Springfield Sertoma. So please go check out the website. Anytime you see a Sertoma event come up, please help out. Travis, I really appreciate you coming. But before you go, we got the 4 to go. So 4 quick questions. Just tell me the first thing that pops in your mind. So you ready?
Yep.
Question number 1. What is your favorite part of the chili cook-off?
Oh, wow.
I mean, you got beer, you got chili, you got music, you got the booths. What's your favorite?
I tell you, I'm usually running around a lot of the chili cook-off, so a lot of times I don't get a chance to even eat most of the chili or even hear a lot of the music because we were doing a lot of the background stuff. But walking through the crowd and seeing how much fun people are having at our events, I think that's the best part about it. People really have a great time when they come to the chili cook-off. They enjoy seeing their friends. People will bring their families early in the event. People will stay late to hear some great music. It just really is. You have a lot of different talent that comes in and plays the events, but you just love to see the energy in the people.
It's fun. I mean, we kind of joke and say drinking for the kids, but it's really is for a good cause, and it's the biggest party in Springfield. It's tons of fun.
Yeah.
So question number 2, after the Classic Lawns booth at the Chili Cook-Off, who is your favorite chili cook-off booth?
Probably, is it Consolidated Electric? They have
Associated Electric.
Yeah, Associated Electric. They always put on a big booth. It's usually, they've gone as high as 2 stories in the Expo Center.
Right, we're always competing with them. Yeah. They go higher, we go higher. And I never can win. They always beat me going higher.
There's a lot of great. The Springfield Fire Department comes out. The police department come out. They all have great booths. But yeah, there's several groups that just really go all out. And like your booth has been awesome for several years. We'd love to have you back.
Yeah, I'll give you a little money for that later. 3rd question: chili or wings? Which do you prefer?
I actually, usually at the events, I eat more wings than I do chili.
I'm just on a natural normal day.
On wings.
Your wings.
Yeah.
All right. All right. When it comes to chili and wings, do you like them hot or sissy style?
I'm more of a traditional. I like the buffalo wings.
Oh, right in the middle there.
Yeah. No, well, I do like the buffalo wings, and then urban cheese all the time. That's probably my go-to.
Okay. Great. Well, thanks again for coming, Travis. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Check out Springfield Sertoma, Chili Cook-Off, Wingapalooza, any event Sertoma's having. Please go check it out. Thanks.
Sounds good. Thanks, good.
Uh-huh.